I'm Danielle Johnson, and I am a recovering middle school teacher and the executive director for the Texas Scholastic Esports Federation. This esports journey started for me in 2019 when, at an education conference, I got challenged to start an esports league for the 6 middle schools in my district. I don't know anything about esports, but I was in my 3rd year of a fellowship with Google for Education, learning how to organize teachers to affect change, so I thought I should give it a shot. I applied to the Google Innovator Academy, which is very similar to another United Way program. It's a year-long, cohort-based, highly competitive. My cohort met in the fall of 2019 in Singapore, where I got to spend 3 days at design camp with Google for Education, and I was able to flesh out what I thought an esports competitive organization for Texas could look like. So when I got home from Singapore, I found other teachers that wanted to join me in this, or that were starting to do it themselves, and we decided that we were going to start a league. Now, this was right before COVID closures. We thought we were going to start in the fall of 2020, but stuff happened, and we actually started in April of 2020, a few months early. We have been running tournaments ever since. I went back to the classroom after my fellowship was over, but I ended up leaving the classroom at the end of the 21-22 school year because our organization had got so big that I had to make phone calls during business hours, and I couldn't do that and teach 6 classes. So I spent 22, 23 with esports as my full-time volunteer job. Thankfully, that was a privilege I could have, and spent that whole year just hustling and recruiting schools and talking to people and proselytizing esports. And that school year ended with our first ever state championship at the esports stadium in Arlington. It was an unbelievable event and just kind of put us on the map. We've been running things since then. We've had 4 state championships. We do tons of in-person events. We do teacher professional development. We do conferences. We create resources. I'm actually the president of one of the national organizations. And TexSEF does a lot, but it's me. It's me and volunteers. And so we need to know how to go from the 200 schools in our organization to 2,000 that are in Texas. So we have gotten a great start, but we've got a long ways to go if we're going to bring these kind of programs to kids.